It comes from a passion and from a yearning of wanting to learn more about these divine, sacred, essential oils. It not only comes from research, but it comes from experience. It comes from pure love that I have for the vibrations and the resonance that these oils in fact carry. Do you guys know that essential oils resonate between 52 hertz and 340 megahertz, or about 320 megahertz? This is real, guys. Some of these divine oils have the ability to stimulate apoptosis. When genes become damaged, when cells become damaged, they do two things. They can do two things. They can either die or they can mutate, and they can spread. And this is why oftentimes the sickness and the disease and the cancer that we get will oftentimes spread, because of the damage that's done at the cellular level. And I'm telling you, the essential oils have the ability to stimulate this apoptosis. Now please know that it's not in fact the essential oil that's doing anything. It's the essential oil that is stimulating the healing response that the body can naturally do on its own. That's how divine these essential oils are, guys. That's how wonderfully vibrational they are. You know, there's a lot of symbology in a lot of the plants and the vegetables. For example, if you look at the sunflower, you look at the divine, glorious lemon. What do you think about? We think about the sun. You know, the sun carries a vibration, it carries a frequency. Well, so does the lemon, and so does the lemon essential oil. Lemon essential oil is a very emotionally, it's a very healing oil emotionally. It's a very uplifting oil. It's, in my opinion, it's a very spiritual oil. And so is the frankincense, and so is the myrrh. And this video is specifically about the myrrh because I love myrrh. You know, I've done a couple of frankincense videos, and I have been asked to do the myrrh video, and I was going to do it anyway because I have a passion for myrrh. Please know that I really do not use myrrh. I don't use frankincense unless I'm using myrrh. The two go hand in hand together, guys. They go hand in hand. Divine harmony for the body when you learn to get your frankincense and your myrrh on. These oils together, guys, there's not much that they don't do, but please know that with essential oils, that they're not going to be effective if you're just applying essential oils and you're just diffusing them. They're not going to work at the cellular level until you learn to detoxify the liver. Guys, our liver is our regulator for all of our other organs, baby. So if you detoxify that liver, your other organs are going to follow suit, and your body is going to be in pure bliss, harmony as nature intended it to be. And then you can start incorporating divine essential oils like the frankincense, like the myrrh, like the lemon, like the lavender. These oils, guys, they literally carry vibrations with them. I'm not making this stuff up. This has been factually researched, and these oils do in fact have the ability to cross the blood-brain barrier and stimulate the body's natural healing response. And this is what we're going to talk about in this video. We're going to break down myrrh a little bit, and we're going to talk about the divine essential oil known as myrrh. Myrrh comes from a dried resin extracted from the Commiphora myrrha tree, which belongs to the Commiphora plant genus. Like frankincense, myrrh comes from the Burseraceae plant family, native to North Africa and the Middle East, particularly from Somalia, Ethiopia, Arabia. The tree grows up to 5 meters high and can be identified by its light bark, knotted branches, and small white flowers. The word myrrh comes from myrrh, M-U-R-R, which means bitter. In Arabic, probably referring to the resin's bitter taste. Myrrh was very popular among ancient cultures. The Chinese valued it as a medicine, while Egyptians used it for embalming their pharaohs as well as the sun-worshipping rituals. In fact, myrrh was mentioned in the Eborus Papyrus, one of the oldest Egyptian medical texts dating back 1550 BC. Even the Greek soldiers used made use of the resin, bringing it with them into battle to stop their wounds from bleeding. To extract myrrh, this is what this is right down here, guys. This is the divine myrrh right there. To extract myrrh, the bark of the tree is cut, a yellow sap comes out. This sap dries into reddish-brown, walnut-sized lumps with a unique sweet and smoky aroma that are then used to make the myrrh oil. Myrrh oil has a golden yellow or brownish color and a rich, smoky, balsamic aroma. I love the way myrrh smells. There's nothing quite like it. Let me tell you how I personally use myrrh. I use myrrh every evening before I go to bed, and I combine it with a few drops of frankincense, and I start out by applying it to the base of my spine, okay? Then after I apply it to the base of my spine, I apply it to my feet. Now please know that this needs to be the last thing that you do before you go to bed, guys, because you don't want to be walking around with this divine essential oil on your feet. But I apply it to the bottom of my feet, the top of my feet. I focus particular attention on the tips of the big toes, and I massage the frankincense and the myrrh in very, very good to the base of my spine, to the back of my neck, to my chest, and I even put a few drops of pure frankincense and myrrh on the top part of my head, the crown of my head, guys. These oils work synergistically. Some people call them chakra points. I like to call them VitaFlex points. But if you apply these to these flex points, these VitaFlex points throughout the body, behind the knee, for example, the wrist, behind the ears, behind the earlobes, rather, they will work, and all the other places I mentioned, they will work synergistically overnight to not only increase your vibrations, but they're going to work to help to gently detoxify the body, and they're going to just bring overall harmony and balance, guys. Frankincense and myrrh have the ability to start stimulating some of the nerve damage that we've got at the cellular level, okay? This is the reason why I like to apply it specifically to the crown of my head every single night. There's nothing quite like it. I also would recommend, highly recommend getting a diffuser like I've got over here. Get a diffuser and stick it on your nightstand and diffuse frankincense and myrrh every evening, guys. A few drops in some purified, mineral-rich, spring-type water, no fluoride water. But guys, this is really going to be beneficial if you learn to do this with the myrrh and the frankincense. Now, what else do I use the myrrh for? Well, I oil pull with it, so I will put it in coconut oil and watch my oil pulling video and learn how you can oil pull with it. Myrrh, guys. Let me tell you just a little bit about the properties of myrrh. It's a very, very powerful antioxidant. It's anti-tumoral, it's anti-inflammatory, it's antiviral, it's anti-parasitic, it's analgesic, and it's a natural pain reliever. It's very, very good for diabetes. It's good for cancer. It's good for hepatitis. It's good for fungal infections of all types. Candida, ringworm, eczema, tooth, gum infections, skin conditions, chapped, cracked, wrinkles, stretch marks. I've got it all over my face right now, guys, and it feels quite blissful. It's very, very nourishing and very, very soothing to the skin, and it's great to help prevent against wrinkles. Guys, this is a very spiritual oil in my opinion. Myrrh promotes spiritual awareness, and it is very, very uplifting. It contains sesquiterpenes, which stimulate the limbic system of the brain. This is the center of memory and emotions, and the hypothalamus, the pineal, and the pituitary glands. Guys, the hypothalamus is the master gland of the human body. It produces many, many vital hormones, including thyroid and growth hormone. When I use myrrh, guys, I use it neat. I don't dilute it. If you're wanting to dilute it, you want to dilute it in jojoba oil, which mimics a lot of the same qualities and the properties that our skin currently has. I love jojoba oil as a carrier oil, but when I use frankincense and myrrh, I don't play around with them. I apply them neat, meaning undiluted. They're a lot more potent and they're a lot more effective this way. Let me get into some more of the fun benefits of myrrh. Maintaining a healthy skin is one of myrrh oil's renowned uses. It prevents signs of aging and it soothes cracked or chapped skin. This is why it's commonly added to many skincare products today. It's also very, very effective as a mouthwash. Why? Because it's antifungal, it's antibacterial. Very, very good for any kind of dental issues. Helps to eliminate dental infections rapidly, guys. If you've got some sort of dental infection going on, get your myrrh on right away. Put it in a cold compress to relieve sores and wounds. Add it to your creams and your lotions to help relieve skin infections, athlete's foot, ringworm, eczema, bed sores, boils, acne. Very, very good. Very, very good for these. There are many health-enhancing compounds in myrrh oil, such as terpenoids, which is a class of nutrients with anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. It contains up to 75% sesquiterpenes, guys, which are compounds that can affect certain parts of our brain, particularly the hypothalamus, like I spoke about, the pituitary, which controls our emotions and produce many important hormones in the body. Other compounds in myrrh include alpha-pinene, cadenine, dipeptine, limonene, eugenol, and many, many others, guys. Myrrh is very, very good for respiratory problems of all types. Myrrh oil works well against coughs, colds, sore throat. It also helps to relieve congestion and expel phlegm. Digestive ailments, it promotes digestive health. It helps to cure problems like upset stomach, diarrhea, flatulence, hemorrhoids, gum and mouth disease. It helps to relieve toothache, gingivitis, mouth ulcers. It also freshens our breath. You know, most of the time if you've got bad breath, that's a sign of a toxic colon. So you need to learn to detoxify your body. And what detoxifies the body? This is why I like to teach to juice, because we need to learn to get our beet on and detoxify the liver, because our liver is the regulator for all of our other organs, and the beet will detox the liver. And after your liver is detoxed, after you've juiced for a week or two and you're feeling pretty good, then you can start incorporating some of these divine essential oils, and they're going to start working at the cellular level, guys. It's just common sense to me with the frankincense and myrrh. You know, nature provides us with these divine gifts. Roots, for example, help us to get rooted. And that's what these oils do. These divine trees that grow in Oman, that produce the resin of the frankincense and myrrh, guys, they can withstand such harsh climates and harsh temperatures, such extreme temperatures, so much a lack of water, and they still produce this divine oil. And this is the reason why we need to get 100% pure therapeutic grade essential oil, because frankincense and myrrh is one of the most synthesized oils on the planet, and this is not natural. And you definitely do not want to be taking a frankincense and myrrh internally if the oil, it has in fact been synthesized. Frankincense and myrrh is not very cheap, guys. This is an expensive oil because it's very, very rare. It's like gold to me. I hold it in higher regard than gold, because I have learned what it can do for the body, and I have used it with many of the people that I have helped that have various stages of cancer, and it's quite beneficial, guys. That my passion is for frankincense and myrrh and lemon and lavender, these divine essential oils that resonate in such high vibrations. They can stimulate healing in the body, guys. Myrrh is an immune system booster. It strengthens and it activates our immune system, and it helps to keep our body free from infections. Let me tell you what else it's good for. The major indications for the combination of myrrh and frankincense are pain in the abdomen, hypochondria and or heart due to chi or blood stasis, and stagnation in the viscera and bowels, or the channels and the networks, vessels. Very, very good for rheumatic complaints. Very, very good for arthritis, guys. Very good for wounds and scars and skin inflammation with blood stasis and necrotic tissue. Why? Because both frankincense and myrrh are very, very stimulating at the cellular level, guys. This is the reason why they're so good for so many neurological disorders. This is the reason why we need to learn. This is the reason why there's an art to aromatherapy, and you need to learn how to properly apply and to diffuse and to benefit from these oils. Please know that a little bit goes a long way. We're not lathering our whole body with frankincense and myrrh. We're applying them strategically through these vitaplex points throughout our body, synergistically, to work together. And then you're also diffusing it, and it's going to rapidly increase your vibrations and provide healing to your body. Frankincense and myrrh are aromatic herbs. They're very bitter and they're very pungent, and they move very quickly. They can cause strong dispersed congealed blood and direct it to descend, open up the meridians and collaterals, and are very, very effective for relieving pain. The two herbs are often used together to enhance the therapeutic effect. In clinical practice, they are often applied to reduce pain and swelling in trauma, arthritis, and fractures. Frankincense is warm and pungent. It enters the heart and the lung meridians. Compared with myrrh, it promotes not only blood circulation, but the chi movement. It can also relax tendons. Frankincense is especially suitable for conditions where the joints and muscles are very, very stiff, swollen, and painful. It's often used topically more than myrrh. Myrrh is neutral. It enters the liver meridian. Compared with frankincense, it's more bitter, and dispersing action is also stronger. This herb is stronger than frankincense for breaking up congealed blood, and it's not only used in trauma and fracture, but also for hard masses such as tumor. Guys, I love myrrh. I love frankincense. Learn to benefit from these divine, sacred, essential oils right away. I love what myrrh can do. Now stay tuned for a part 3 on frankincense, and I'm going to include myrrh too, and you're going to learn some more things that you can do with the myrrh. But start benefiting from the myrrh right away. Start applying frankincense and myrrh every evening before you go to bed, and you're going to find this so beneficial, guys. And you also need to incorporate juicing into your daily lives. Start with just one juice a day. You don't have to get all extreme with it, but start to gently flush the liver out, and then these oils are going to be more effective when they're used, guys. Peace, love, and positive vibrations. Get your frankincense and get your myrrh on. Have a glorious day.